Okay, hello class. Good day. We're finally on our last topic regarding sa classification of a differential equation. So now on our module 11, on our lesson, let's talk about the differential equations with coefficients, linear into variables, and its solution. So in this type of differential equations, we have two linear equations with two variables, the x and the y na variable. So unsay focus na to aning discussion. So atong focus, this topic is about the parallel and the intersecting lines. So, di ba, we already from our very first topic, we will talk about the first, we have these variable separable sa pag-solve sa differential equation, and then we went to the homogeneous, the non-homogeneous, exact, and non-exact differential equations, the first order linear differential equations. Now, this is our last classification of DE, and this differential equation talks about the coefficients linear into variables. So, these are about the parallel and intersecting lines. So mo na siya, if you look for an equation, a differential equation, and then imo man i-analyze first unsa ni siya, pwede ni siya variable separable or dili. So if dili, unsay possible ni siya, is this a homogeneous equation or not? And then if not, then if is it is kuan ba ni siya exact nga kuan differential equation, and exact, is this a Bernoulli nga differential equation or a first order linear differential equation? So something like that. So now we finally nabot na gyud aning differential equations concerning the parallel and then intersecting lines. So first and foremost, ato sa i-determine kung unsa ang type sa line nga naa ni involved sa differential equations. So we have two cases for this. Kung ano ato first magyud is ato i-classify, di ba, kung unsa siya nga klase nga differential equations, and then ato siya i-classify unsa siya nga case. So we have two cases for our case 1. So this talks about the parallel lines. If the differential equation shown are parallel lines. Ang case 2 po nato are about the intersecting lines. Intersecting lines, as long as that the C1 and the C2, their constants, and or C2 are not equal to 0. So, intersecting lines. So, saan ito pagkaibalo if the equation is a parallel line or an intersecting line? So, let's look about the slope of the equation. So, in the parallel lines, the slope of this first function here should be equal to the slope of the second function here shown. So, you need to get the slope of this one and this one. So, what is the slope for the first function? So, imo nang i-write into linear form. So, this is in a linear equation. So, that is a1x plus b1y and then plus c1 is equal to 0. So, to know if what is the slope, di ba we have the slope-intercept form, y is equal to mx plus b. So, ito i-rewrite ang equation into y equals mx plus b. So, ang m dayon is the slope. So, ito nire-rewrite into y mx plus b. We have b1y is equal to negative a1x minus c1. So, para y na lang mabilin diri, you have y is equal to, ito i-divide ang whole equation with 1 over b1. Then, we have negative a1 over b1x minus c1 over b1. So, ito ang slope ng first, m1 is equal to negative. So, we have our slope for the first line is negative a1 over b1. How about for the second equation? So, same principle applies. We have a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals 0. So, same ra gyapon nga situation diri. M2 is equal to negative a2 over b2. So, ingani ra gyapon. So, ang m2 nato is just equal to the negative a1 over b1. So, kaning x, y, and y are variables. That's why we have two variables, the x and the y. Unsa ning A, B ug C? A, B and C are any numbers. They are constant. We call them constant. Okay? So this is parallel lines if the slope of the first function is equal to slope of the second function. How about the intersecting lines? How do we know that the two equations are intersecting lines? So we know that they are intersecting lines if the slope of the first function in this differential equation, which is this one, is equal to the reciprocal of the slope of the second function. So mo rin ni siya yung concept. So this is our case 1 and this is our case 2. So afterwards, and if we after we determine already the case, and then we try to apply unsay naa sa case 1 and sa case 2. And afterwards, pag ato din siyang i-simplify in such a way ma-apply nato ang homogeneous differential equations, or if the variable separable nga, the way pag-solve for a general solution of a differential equation. So we will discuss that in our next module video discussion.